Robmacca's Tales from the Attic. The year is 1982 and a brand new channel has arrived. It's Channel 4. Oh yes, I was a big fan of Channel 4. In fact, I've got the badge to prove it. In fact, such was my interest with Channel 4, I actually wrote off to Channel 4 and told them I was a fan, and they sent me this, the BRAB viewing figures for April 1983, and this is weekend in the 3rd of April 1983, and it's interesting to look back to see, of course, how television has changed. Back in 1983, there wasn't Sky, there wasn't the internet, we had just 4 channels in the UK to choose from, and back then BBC One had 40% of the total viewing share, the BBC Two 10%, ITV 46%, and Channel 4 just 4%. So what were the programmes we were watching back in 1983? The #1 programme on BBC One was Mastermind with 12.1 million viewers. Next up, the Kenny Everett television show with 12,500,000. Then there was News and Sport at number 3, Dallas at number 4, and remember Top of the Pops, that was the 6th most watched programme on BBC One with 10.75 million viewers. Wogan was a hit with 10.65, and Open All Hours was 9th with just over 10 million, and then just slightly in the 10 million, It Shouldn't Happen to a Vet. What about over on ITV? Remember this? Of course you do. It's Coronation Street. It was the #1 and #2 programme with 16.25 million viewers and 15 million viewers respectively. This Is Your Life was the 3rd most watched programme with 14.85, and then 321 with Ted Rogers was #4 with 14.5 million. James Bond was around with his movie On Her Majesty's Secret Service, that was watched by 14.25 million viewers, and then in 6th place Crossroads on Wednesday was watched by 13.05 million viewers. Punchlines was 7th, Family Fortunes 8th, Crossroads for Thursday was 9th with 11.8 million, and the Cannon and Ball Easter Show was in 10th with 11.55 million viewers. Over on BBC Two, Pop Black 83 was the most watched programme of the week with 8.3 million viewers. Just Another Day 7.75. Remember Russell Harty, his chat show had 6.9 million viewers in 3rd place. The War of the Worlds with 6.85 in 4th. The Bank Shot in 5th. My Cousin Rachel in 6th. Bananas with 5.6 million at 7th. Dear Ladies 4.6, and everyone remembers the Waltons, they were at 9th with 3.85, and Friendly Persuasion 10th with 2.95 viewers. Channel 4 that had only just started half a year earlier, the top programme on Channel 4 was, I think it was a movie called The Day of the Locust, that had 2.4 million viewers. Then in 2nd and 3rd was Brookside with 1.9 and 1.85 million viewers. Upstairs Downstairs was joint 3rd, and then in 5th place The Munsters. In 6th, The First of the Few. 7th, Unforgettable. 8th was The Day Christ Died with 1.15 million viewers, and then with just over 1 million viewers in 9th place was The Dick Van Dyke Show and The Gardener's Calendar, and also The Door Without a Key. Meanwhile on Welsh Channel 4, the top programme there in Welsh, I can't read it, but the top English programme was, with 144,000 viewers, was Battlestar Galactica. And then on the back of each of these sheets, broke it down into different regions, and just looking for the region I lived in, which was the Midlands, East and West, the top programme was Coronation Street, and Crossroads was 7th, Top of the Pops 7th, This Is Your Life 3rd, 321 also 3rd. And so it broke it down each week. So I found this very interesting. Kept it, and in fact, let's just have a look at another week. Back in the day, still going strong, but the Eurovision Song Contest of 1983 was watched by 12.5 million viewers. Meanwhile, the top programme on Channel 4, weekend in 24th of April, joint was Soap and Word of Honour. Brookside at that time had 1.75 million viewers, and over on ITV, Coronation Street was still a top programme, 16.7 million viewers and 14.65. Meanwhile, Crossroads still in there at 5th with 12.8 million viewers. Channel 4 was my hobby at the time. Oh yes. Rob Macca's Tales from the Attic.